Hi, I'm Umar, your instructor. I want to take a couple of minutes and explain the structure of this course so that you can maximize your learning. I have been using and teaching patterns for more than 15 years and have helped thousands of students understand and apply patterns. So my teaching methodology is different and I use a refactoring approach because that is how we apply patterns in software. So you have a design problem and you want to refactor it using a pattern. But just by knowing the pattern and its structure is not going to help. What you also have to consider is the programming language, the framework, or the platform. Most of the text on design patterns do not discuss this. So for each pattern, I start with a quick introduction. And then I explain its intent, structure, the participants, and how they communicate with the client. The structure is explained with UML class diagrams so that you understand how the classes communicate in the pattern. I also discuss the basic implementation details of the pattern. Then I implement the pattern with a simple example using the classes from its structure. This way, you get familiar with the classes and how they interact with each other. Then I start with a real-life example where I show how to apply the pattern. And I don't use classes named pizza, coffee, or car. We rarely use such topics while building software. The examples I use are domain independent, although I use examples of simple games, which are easy to understand. Although we are not going to create any game here, the examples are simply simulations of games. I discuss the design issues in the code and how it may violate solid design principles. Then we slowly refactor it and apply the pattern. This journey of implementing the pattern is very important because not only you learn the details of the pattern, but also how to implement it effectively. Not all software is equal. That is why the same design problem in a different scenario may require a different implementation of the pattern. That is why I discuss multiple alternative implementations of the same pattern. This will help you expand your knowledge of the pattern and the kind of problems it solves. Throughout, I use language features to improve the design and performance of the application. And finally, I discuss the pros and cons of each pattern and also discuss the scenarios in which the pattern can be implemented. Now, when you are watching this course, you can learn the patterns in any order. But for a specific pattern, watch the videos from beginning to end, because each lecture builds upon the concepts explained in the previous lecture. I will always be a message away just in case you need help or support during your learning. Thanks for watching. I wish you all the best with your journey of learning design patterns.